Straight up. We're actually live. Okay, let's see. Do I actually have sound? That is the next question. Does there sound? It's coming together. Let's see. Is there sound? Big questions. Big questions. It's coming together. There is sound. Yay! Okay, we're good to go. Hi, everybody. I'm Elizabeth. Welcome to Grace and Letty's Look. I'm wearing a snood today because I think snoods are a funny word. Oh, let's turn that off. So otherwise we're gonna start getting sound inception. It's gonna be like this weird loop. I was testing, trying to get some other stuff to go together, and it didn't work. But hey, Red, glad you're here. We're getting ready to go make the paints. Lottie is in the backyard right now. I just heard Bug take her out. So anyway, coffee is nice and cold. I took a drink of it right before I walked back to the studio or the study, walked through the studio to the study to get everything, and it was like, "Oh, that's cold. That's gross." So anyway, next we've got to see. I'm gonna do this, and I've got to check something real quick over on my iPad. Darn. Okay, I'm gonna have to work on something else. I'm trying to get it to where it like shoots to my Discord for me that I go live. It did not. So anyway, that is okay. Today, guys, we are doing the things. We are making the paint. You know what? Did I set this to public? Because I was working on a bunch of test streams. Let me double check. Oh, it should be. Red found it. Yeah, it's public. I'm just going to double check because that would be me to have this as an unlisted stream. That would totally be me. Okay, stream settings. Yeah, public. Good. Okay, cool. We are doing the right things. Okay. Let's go ahead and let's make paint. So today is the Blue Ridge group. I'm excited about Blue Ridge. So I'm gonna show you guys right here. We'll look at it right here. I got these pigments in. These are all from the Blue Ridge Mountains, these pigments that I just got in. I already had the violet hematite and the raw umber, but I also did not have any of the burns. I had raw sienna, but no burnt sienna or burnt umber, so that fills out that guy. So both of those now, as well as a true yellow ochre. I have lemon ochre and I had light yellow ochre, so now we've got true yellow. So filling out like to get my coverall and bingo, basically they all like did two spots, except for the raw sienna right here. I already had a raw sienna, but I needed to fill out the Blue Ridge because I wanted 6 of the Blue Ridge so I could do a little Blue Ridge palette. And which, in case you were wondering what the little palettes look like, these are what the little palettes look like. So you'll be able to get like a little 6 like this that's just all Blue Ridge, which I thought was really fun. So you can see, this is what I'm like prepping right now for getting ready. Gotta love the placemats. These were IKEA finds years ago, and they have been well loved for protecting my table, but like give total Beetlejuice vibes. So anyway, let's get to making the paint. I need to turn on the light. We were super sunny, so I didn't think I would need the light. But now it's getting cloudy outside a little bit. Okay, let's get everything set up here. I did not test my my island layout. I had to totally put away everything because of working on the ceiling this past weekend, which is great. It is ready for painting. So Shrubs is going to be painting tonight in here, and that will like have the rain damage done in here. And then the next step is we're actually like getting paint, and I'm going to make this kitchen in its current state look decently. Hello, Karen. Welcome in. Hope you're having a wonderful day. We're not, we are starting with a brown. We're going to be doing Blue Ridge Raw Umber because that's the one I spilt for the thumbnail. And so I figured it would make sense to make that be the one that I do first today. So, but yeah, so the kitchen, we're gonna be painting the cabinets, painting the walls. I've picked colors. So that's all gonna be coming together here very soon. I am gonna be painting my trim just because people who lived in the house before us got paint all over it, so it's just in bad shape. So I'm gonna be going with my black trim that I really like that I have elsewhere in the house, even though the wood trim would be is like super era pro. Yeah, kitchen do up. It's not gonna be anything like we have an actual kitchen remodel planned. It's just not in the budget, but I can afford some paint to make it doable while we're working on so many other things because there's so much stuff in them. Uh, yeah, after we get this done, we've got a bathroom downstairs that needs love, and then the kitchen downstairs to put in like a mini kitchen, and then flooring down there, and to kind of finish it up because it's not as much down there as it is up here. So if we get that totally done, it's like off the like we don't have to worry about it anymore. And I kind of want to get that done because other than a little bit of plumbing, it's not a lot of work down there. Okay. So anyway, we're gonna be starting with the gouache. I know it says watercolor. We're gonna mainly be doing watercolor today, but I need to get these guys done. So Blue Ridge Raw Umber gouache. The difference between gouache and watercolor is just simply the calcium carbonate right here. So let's go ahead and get started. I don't need a ton of this because I don't need to make half pans. So we're just gonna do the standard gouache amount for this, which is a 3/4, 3/4, 8. So there's one, two. I'm just starting here because I already had the blue. I had this one spilt for the thumbnail, so there was a little bit left on the palette or on the mulling plate. Can also be used as a glass palette. Yep. Then you can use it while you're working upstairs. I know. So the upstairs, we're gonna need to do so much work in the addition that I think it may come a little bit earlier just because it's not insulated, it's not comfortable. So that way we can get it to where it's a better usable year round. Because as you know, when you were here and it was really cold, it gets cold in that room no matter what we do. So, oh, I forgot my little palette knife. I need to get my little palette knife. Let's go get the little palette knife because everything's been keep taking it out. You can see over there it's like really bare right now while he's working on it. But yeah, my palette knife right here. We need the little guy. I'm just a little guy. There's the little guy. User, I'm not gonna try to do the whole giant thing of letters there. I hope you are having a great day. We are making gouache paint in here today in the live stream. I'm getting calcium carbonate. Where do you guys? Okay, here, let me do the fun. Ready? Ready? Here we go. Boop. So I'm gonna be, this is Blue Ridge Raw Umber. All of my pigments that I'm doing today are sourced from the Blue Ridge Mountains. We do have a couple of colors to choose from while I work. I decided to start with this one, this raw umber. Everybody was getting here. This is one that I haven't done on stream before, but have made before. I have 4 that are brand new today. So that's going to be fun to get to do some brand new pigments that I have not done. Right now, I'm just going to mix the calcium carbonate in because if I mix it in now, it makes it a lot easier. In just a moment. Oh, Talia. Hi, Sky. Welcome in. Where did we get Italia? Did I miss it? What did I miss? Oh, user, there it is. Hi, my name is Italia. Okay, cool. Awesome. I thought I could make it. Oh, I'm sorry you're having a birthday. I could share. I had something that I was trying some things to try to get the stream a little bit better today. None of them worked. Hey, Red, welcome in. It was like, and that's one of those things that, like, probably 10 years ago, me would have been upset about, but me now, it's like totally out of my control. Like, like science experiments going a different. Oh, cool. I learned something. I learned something that doesn't work today. It wasn't, I was hoping maybe it would make things better. And it's nothing that I did with it. Obviously, it's not completely out of my control. With that, oh, shoot, I just wiped it off when I hadn't done my volcano yet. Volcano. But yeah, like old me would have been like upset by that, and it wasn't anything I could control. So, hey, oh, delivery just arrived there. Here, like with me, or with our old. I double tap. Thank you for doing the fake. So if it's here, maybe I'll do an unbox. I'll have a funny unboxing. There are no sparkles. This is just that's the calcium carbonate. If I remember that this one is a little thirsty. It's been a minute since I mixed this one. The their shrubs is a little bit ambiguous. Here or with our oldest. Brown paint time. I know. We're starting with brown. I haven't started the past couple of streams of the brown. What's fun is like the new ones I got with you. Okay, so we will go after I mix this one, guys. We'll have we can have a field trip to go get the that was 3, right? I'm gonna give it a little bit more. It looks like it's thirsty. There we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm still undecided on the whole sparkle thing. Someday I'll make up my mind about micas. Mix, 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 mix. Okay, there we go. It's such a little amount of paint, but for what I need it for, it's not really that much. It's like I'm gonna be making. I'm not even doing dark cards with the Blue Ridge palette. I'm only gonna be doing the little 6. It's like it doesn't take that much. Oh, that is good for your washer. This guy, I'm sorry you're having a rough day. Driving, so no typing. Okay, no worries. But yeah. Remember, with each brown paint, everybody, we have to be adults. We have to, try to suppress the comments you want to make, but just know you get one brown emoji. You know which emoji I'm talking about. Because if we totally go in, then this becomes a stream, and we don't want it to be that kind of stream, guys. Trust me. But just one, so you can get out of your system. It does kind of look like chocolate. Maybe, you may want to drop the chocolate ice cream emoji. It is a really similar shade, though. Do I have anything? I don't think I have any chocolate candy to where we can compare it to. I was just thinking, I was like, do I have anything around that's close by? And I don't currently. Hey, KVA. Welcome, making some paint right now. This is raw umber, Blue Ridge. But yeah. I'm confused. What do you mean with emojis? So basically, I allow everybody in the chat when I'm doing a brown now, Sky, that you can, if you want to let your little silly giggles fly with what this sometimes looks like. You get one poo emoji with the browns. Because I know it does kind of look funny, but we don't want to like jump too hard into that. So, but hey, that's what I mean, Sky. This one is mixing. It's been a minute since I mixed this, so it's like just looks like pudding. Okay, you see pudding. These today are the ones that we'll be doing are actually classified as reds and yellows. So that's interesting to me because they're PR. This one is a PBR. This is a brown 7. But it was interesting to see their classifications. It's like, oh, red, yellow. Sorry. The burnt umber, I think, is still classified as a PBR. We'll have to double check. So that's great. Here's my brown emoji. Oh, I can't tell what that is. It's teeny. Either you're blurry or your eyes. I don't think I'm blurry because I look clear on my screen. It could also be resolution. You must be colorblind. So for different people, these look like different things. And you'll see people who come in and they're new will be like, what is that? Ew. Like, it's just paint. It's just paint. I'll send it to myself. Okay, cool. It's like, I want to see. It's like, I can't. I'm curious. Okay. I'm going to sneak over real quick to my iPad and I'm going to look there because I'll be able to see it bigger. I can't do it there. Dadgummit. This screen is just so small. It looks like an animal. Oh, is it a cute little brown animal? Is it a cutie little animal? Real sweet. Oh. Okay. So over the guys, I made an order for things for the business and I did something that to me is like incredibly impressive in that everything in the order I placed was wrong. Like out of the 4 things I ordered, all of them were the wrong thing. Like wrong size, wrong item. Like I was like, wow. I thought I was being really good actually placing the order, getting things done. And then I'm like, oh. So the order that came today is all of the replacements for the things I misordered, which we returned. They've been returned. It's just waiting for the return to process. So it was somewhat comical that I could do something that bad. What am I making? Kentucky Bluegrass Living. I am currently making paint. This is Blue Ridge Raw Umber. So this pigment is sourced from the Blue Ridge Mountains, and it's paint. So technically, this is gouache, which is watercolor. It's a bison. How cool is that with bison? That's really cool, Sky. But yeah, so I am making gouache. The difference between gouache and watercolor is that gouache has calcium carbonate added to it. What that that makes it a little bit more opaque, a little more vibrant to some people too. So that is really cool. So it's not, it is and it isn't, because these are art grade paints. And so those are typically sold in smaller amounts. Yeah, I pigment them to the point that they're artist grade. But everything I make, Like, I do not have any petroleum or petroleum byproducts in any of my paints that I make. And this is the mulling process, and the mulling process allows it to combine. So the pigment molecules and the binding medium. So what it does is that artist grade paints have more pigment in them, so that they're when you paint with them, there's a lot more color there to work with. These colors that I'm working with today, these pigments are incredibly light fast, so the paint will last, like won't fade, like some will. Because I sell my paints in dry form, so these once I package it, they dry. They'll last as long as you take care of them. But this is the paint making method that's been used for millennia now at this point. You to make an oil paint instead of so I'm using a watercolor medium right here that I've made. There's tons of recipes online. It's not difficult. You would add just oil, linseed oil or walnut oil, and that would make an oil paint. 11 people, 10 likes. We'll get there. Tuesdays are also a slow day, Sky, which I don't mind. It allows me to kind of get back in the rhythm of live streaming again. That Tuesdays just tend to be a little more chill. Wednesday's the busy day. So if you're here on a Tuesday, just know you're here for the chill stream or a little more relaxed. Not 15, yeah. A lot of people pop in, they're like, "What is this?" in their feed, and then they move on. And that's okay. I don't have to be everybody's cup of tea. But yeah, I hope you guys that your day is a little brighter right now. The leaves on my trees have come out now to where I can barely see the azaleas across the street. But I have a lot of sad news. We may have lost a tree over the winter. Like, it has not put out any leaves, and it wasn't one that so we may be taking down a tree sooner rather than later in the front yard. I have 4 trees I wanna take down. We would still have 2 trees in the front yard, so yeah, so a little sad. They plant the people probably who lived here 3 or 4 people ago, and most people have lived here a fairly long time, planted a lot of trees in the front yard. More trees than a front yard needs, let's put it that way. And so they're a little crowded now. So hi, Apre. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for that cute little blue gar. It is time to package this puppy. And what I'm just going to be doing is putting in the bottle to use. We're not going to fill any guys today. Into 6, 7. How funny. Plants do that a lot. Sometimes it's longer bloom when you get bad freezes. Yeah, we haven't had so being in Tennessee is nice because we've been fairly mild. We had one rough patch in January when everything was really dormant. We've actually been crazy warm. and we're not getting the storm. So we're just east of everybody who's getting the storms right now. So it's funny 'cause they're getting like crazy amounts of rain, and we're like, we could really use the rain. Getting a little dry here. Okay, let's put this guy in the bottle. Okay, almost done here with this color. Time, guys. Sing time. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. So we haven't had, like, again, Nashville. Also, I lived further north too. But yeah, we only had like that one little cold snap, and then that was like really bad freeze. Then we had like a little bit of a, I mean, it got colder, but it wasn't like a deep freeze. So yeah, I'm between considered like one of the Nashville suburb cities, but basically halfway between Nashville and Alabama. But it's just interesting because the six trees in the front yard are all the same type of tree, and everybody else is fine. Um, but again, it's a tree I was planning on us taking down anyway. So I'm not too worried about it. Just changing the timeline a little bit. Okay. We ready? Lottie, we got a package. Do we need to go get the package? Do we need to go get the package? Let's go see. Let's go see. Okay, we're gonna go downstairs. We're gonna go see our package. Field trip time. Field trip time. Lottie may go run in the grass, but we are not at 50 likes, so it is not touch grass time. We don't get to touch grass. We just get the package. Oh, it is a big box. Hey, engineer, welcome in. Lottie, you want to go run? You can go run. You can go run. I just can't go touch the grass. We can look at the grass. You can go run. Do you go run? Go run, run. The dog here. No, we're not going to bark at Sweetie. Remember, Sweetie barks at everything. Here's our look at how big the box is, guys. I don't know why you got an error. Okay, here we go. This is going to be interesting. I don't know if I can get this in. It said, hello, 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 Lottie. Okay, I've got to figure out how I'm going to carry this. I'm setting the phone on the tripod on the package. Oh gosh, this is even heavier than I thought it was going to be. Okay, we've got the box. I can't see Lottie. Whoop, there goes the phone. That did not work well. That did not work well. That was pretty funny. Huh, that's weird. Maybe there's a typo or something. Okay, we got to figure out how we're going to make this work. This is heavier than I expected. Okay, I can kind of grip it on my side. Okay, Lottie, inside. Bug, can I get your help for a second? I need a box carried upstairs. There we go. We will bring in extra help. We will recruit special forces to carry a box. So just the box upstairs, real quick. Yeah, it was bigger than I expected. I don't think it didn't. No, I didn't order anything big. Well, that big. I ordered something in a larger quantity than I did last time. Oh, and I got new lights, guys. You want to see the new lights? Shrubs found these. Um, right there, I guess. I'm clearing table space. Let's see the new lights, guys. Okay, watch these lights. Shrubs found these for abandoned at work. Aren't those fun? What do you call a theft that was big? I don't know. A tragedy? Look, aren't those fun lights? Look how colorful they are. Anyway, found them for free, abandoned, a pig pocket. Gosh, this thing is huge. It's huge. Okay. Okay, let's see here. I'm trying to get this box. I've got to also do it so I don't. I'm gonna try not to show my address for obvious reasons. Okay. The thing is, everything I ordered is actually little. I opened a box yesterday. I keep getting packages. This has been fun. Okay. Cut the tape. Cut the tape. I cut. Okay, I'm just gonna do that across. It's hard to do with one hand. Okay. Big face. It's a big box. There's a lot of empty space in said big box. Okay, you ready for the first thing that was ordered? A giant thing of watercolor paper. See how much watercolor paper? It's so much. And it's already 8.5 by 11. Oh, I don't have to cut it to go through the printer. See? Ooh. Crazy amount of watercolor paper. Okay. That's done. Now, how do you call a thief that steals bacon? Me, yeah. You probably take all engineer. Okay, this is more of my little squeeze bottles because I needed more squeeze bottles. So it's just these guys right there. That is the right box. They come in a white box. Okay. Got the right thing there. The other thing, hopefully this is the right. And I can take that out in the giant box. Okay. Because this, I have not ordered this one yet. I've ordered smaller amounts. Okay, it does open from here. It's just taped on multiple sides. Get all the tape. Okay, here we are. It is 300 of these guys. The little tins. So let's make sure they're the right size. I don't know. Why didn't the bacon cross the road? This is still the wrong size, guys. Look. See the difference? I am not happy about this. Yeah, like, these are. Okay, I'm going to be sending another order back. Wrong size again. At least they don't take long to get here. It's like a couple of days. It's not a big deal. I have plenty of time before I need them. Let's get back to paint making now. That's why you guys are here. We got Blue Ridge Raw Umber done. Okay, we have some choices to make now. We can do my favorite color. Third time's a charm, right? Yeah. Blue Ridge Raw Umber with or Violet Hematite. I adore this color, and I need to make a little bit more right here. We've seen this color before, though. This one's not a new one. These are all new right here. So we have the raw sienna, the burnt sienna, burnt umber, which, okay, hold on, let's ask. Okay, this is a PBR 7, so it still stays in PBR. Okay, so the raw umber and the burnt umber are both browns. Burnt sienna counts as a red. It's PR 102, which is still in the same category as the violet hematite. Interesting. And then we've got these guys. This is the raw sienna, which is a yellow, PY. And the yellow ochre right here, also a PY. So many choices. Do we want to get the one other gouache done and then the rest will be, I think that may be the right way to go. And then we get to play with new colors. I think, yeah, let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and do violet hematite. I adore this color. This is one of my favorite colors, guys, in my entire lineup. Like, I really, really, really like this color. Um, it's similar to Mars Crimson. I like it better than Mars Crimson. So, how do you drink her water too fast? Something she does regularly. Okay, there we go. There is that set up for you guys. Hi, precious. She's licking her lips after her big drink. Guess it was really good water. She did looking at me. Sweet little Lottie. Okay. We're just doing, again, this is a smaller amount. We're only doing the 3/4. 1, 2, 3. And then an eighth of a teaspoon of calcium carbonate. His favorite karate mix. Is it the pork chop? Just wondering. Get my other tools out of the sink and dried. Ready? Ready, guys? This is one of my favorite parts. Ready? Oh! I love dropping the calcium carbonate in. It brings me a teeny bit of joy whenever I do it. Teeny bit of joy. Okay. Mix, 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 mixy, mix, 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 mix. Okay, grease. I live in the South. We cook with bacon grease regularly. You are expected to have at all time a thing in your fridge of bacon grease. My grandmother and I just would go to the food pantry with jars of her bacon grease to donate. And there's no way that they could take that. And I just also knowing my grandmother, just kind of picture the volunteers just taking it and nodding and going and just throwing it away in a back room. Okay, let's add our three things of medium here. One. Ah, ah, ah. Two. Ah, ah, ah. How do you call a dinosaur while he's sleeping? I mean, I would think you just want to let the dinosaur continue to sleep, personally. I don't like anybody waking me up. A dino snore. Oh, okay. Okay. Like what do you name it call? I was like Okay. Almost done. One more drop. Ready for a drop? There we go. Plop. Okay, let's mix. More mixing. So much mixing. And this is one of my favorite colors. I also use it's I'm gonna use like 10 different color pencil names, but like the Bordeaux, burgundy, maroon, like some would be maroon, that color pencil, I use it a ton in my work. So I'm also, what is it? This is paint. I am making gouache right now. Very similar to watercolor. Just you add a little calcium carbonate to it and it makes it a little more opaque. Color is Blue Ridge Violet Hematite. It's one of my favorite colors. This is an earth color. So it is taken from certain areas in the Blue Ridge Mountains. You get this lovely, lovely red right here. So yeah, what do you call a fake noodle in impasta? Okay, here we go. Okay. Also, the Discord thing just popped up. Guys, I am going to be, this is the last week, to be able to hop over to Discord. And if you shoot me a message, then about wanting to get one of the sample dart cards. Now, being part of the test shipment is you got to let me know how it gets there. Like, does it get there in one piece? There's a little bit of responsibility that you need to share back with me, but it will be free. So you'll get in the first ones. Now I am shipping the ones that didn't start off like, there's some of my misprints. I'm a teeny little business, so like, I wish like, I guess I would be considered, like, a micro business. I think small business is being generous. But yeah, I love this color so much. How many tickles does it take to make an octopus laugh? Is it, like, 8? I don't know. Tentacles. Oh, ha ha. Okay. I was like, "Where's this one gonna go?" I was like, "I don't know where this was going." Getting lots of jokes today from engineer. Hey, shrubs. Yep, double tapping the paint helps it to mix better. Double tap if you like this color because it's a really pretty color. Why did the golfer bring 2 pairs of pants? I know this one. Is it in case he got a hole in one? This weekend was the Masters. I watched exactly 0% of the Masters, in case you were wondering. I do not enjoy watching golf on TV. Why are yeah, why are elevator jokes so good? Let's see, elevators go up and down. It's nothing about a good punchline. There's no punch in an elevator. They work on many levels. Okay, that's I was like, "Where's this one gonna pull its punchline from?" Think it through. Try to figure it out. Okay, almost done with this one. What do you call cheese that isn't yours? My guess is nacho cheese. Okay, this guy is done and dusted. What do you guys think about this color? What do you think? It's one of my faves. I'm curious what you think about it. Let you look at it for a second. Me moving it around. Get a good look. I'll move out of the way too and let the sunlight hit it. Pour my coffee. Love it. Karen loves it. Okay, let's go ahead and get this guy packaged up. We'll clean and then we're to new colors. All the new colors. All the new colors. Oh, I normally like to clean this last. I don't think we didn't get the setup for that joke, engineer. We only got the punchline. So we know they love it. 'Or because they make up everything. Is it why can't atoms be trusted? Because that would make sense. What did the golfer? We did that one too. In case he got a hole in one. Okay. Okay, there we go. Blue Ridge Violet Hematite, done and dusted. Why don't scientists, there we are. Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything. That's it. Okay, Blue Ridge Violet Hematite. We got that one done for the day. Let's clean. Time for sink time. My hands are a mess from this paint. There we go. Got my tripod set. Sink time. We're gonna get to swatch the next ones too, because I have no idea what these guys are gonna look like. I'm looking forward to this. This is all new. New paints. We're doing new things, guys. There we go. Clean the hands. I'm excited to clean my hands right now. Just the paint, like I got it paint on them really early. It's like I just want to not have paint on my hand. Oh, I can clean this because we're not going to do gouache now. Okay, getting all my tools together here. Yeah, the reds kind of look like a crime scene. Gotta clean up this. When I hit that with soap, that little spot will come right off. So I'm not worried about it. Got my brush ready because we are going to need to do swatches of these. I'm having other like colors I don't know. Like I'm legit excited about new colors here, guys. The others I have made at one point or another. These are new. Okay. So we got to make a choice. Which one do we want to do next? Which one? Do we feel like a yellow? I know, new colors. That's right, Karen. New colors. So, do we want to do yellows? Do we want to do reds? Do we want to do another brown? Now, this brown, if you look, is really red. I was I was curious whether this one would be classified as a red or a brown, but it is a brown. So Dylan's okay, so he wants the bottom row. We've got one vote for yellow. Give everybody a chance. What do you guys want to see? We've done a red and a brown. We have not done a yellow yet today. I think if I do a yellow, I'm going to do this guy right here. Bright. We'll go with the brighter of the two yellows. We'll go all in on yellow. All in on yellow. It's like a really weird, yes, do yellow. Okay, Dylan really wants yellow. Like we're playing a really weird roulette. All in on yellow. Yellow. Bye, engineer. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope that the sun, where you are, the sun is shining and the tank is clean. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna do yellow. I'm okay with that. Like, yellow will be fun. Lottie, you want to vote? Let's get Lottie up here. Let's see if which one she thinks. Which one do you think, Lottie? Do any of them seem good? She's like, why am I up on the counter? I'm not supposed to be up on the counter. Not that she could get up here by herself. She's just happy that I'm holding her. Even the pupper says yellow. I think she sniffed the yellow too. I think we have a unanimous yellow. Okay, Lottie, we'll do yellow. We'll do yellow. Because we all know what Lottie wants, Lottie gets. I scratch behind her ears and she's like, oh, we're going to cuddle now. She settled in. She's like looking at chat now, guys. Silly puppy. You want me to just hold you while I do this? Silly goose. Here, I'll flip her around. You guys can see her. See? Pets for the puppy. Now she's looking out at the leaves, blowing in the wind. I can admit that's pretty interesting. You guys, ceiling cam right now too. Exciting ceiling reveal. Okay, we got to make yellow paint now, Lottie. Okay, we are doing the yellow, Blue Ridge yellow ochre. I have not even done a true yellow ochre. I've had lemon ochre, which need to say it's pretty close, a little different, but I have a light. I have a yellow ochre light, but not a actual straight up yellow ochre. So lots of fun new things right here. I'm gonna kind of adjust my camera just a teeny bit. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna go grab a bottle and get that ready. Yeah, new color. This is Blue Ridge Yellow Ochre Watercolor. It's hard to tell because the colors are so similar, but I do all the watercolor labels in blue because that's kind of watery. And the gouache one's in green because green and gouache kind of makes sense to me. So there we go. That's got a label. We will paint a little guy here. Let me get my pen. My pen isn't in here, guys. I gotta get a pen. I'll be right back. Pen found. Found the pen. Disaster averted. That was a little scary for a moment. Okay. So this is Blue Ridge. Yellow ochre watercolor. It's actually 12A will be that. Because that is the formulation right there. There we go. Let's get that up a little bit. I have made a mess already, as you guys can see. You guys are seeing all my mess today. Just realizing, because we're going to do a full 2 teaspoons of this. Because I'm doing it out of the bigger one, I can use my 2 teaspoons. Okay. There we go. 2 teaspoon measuring spoon acquired. Oh, cool, crochet, but I'm illiterate to painting. So this right here, yeah, this is basically a piece of glass. It's a mulling plate. It needs to be a little scratched so that it's not totally smooth. Like pretty smooth, but not completely, because a little bit of scratches help when I'm mulling to get it to all combine. Right there. So the whole process, pretty simple. Right here. I get my, this is a muller. This is what I use to combine it. And then I've got 2 palette knives here. I typically work with 3, you know, do the process. So what we've got here is I'm going to do 2 teaspoons paint. 1. And typically all paints you want to kind of start with a 1-to-1 ratio, and then you'll figure out exactly what your ratio is for that specific paint. Because I don't have to incorporate anything, I'm going to break up the clumps a little bit. And it's not that this needs the mortar and pestle. They're powder. They're just kind of clumped a little bit. So I'm just breaking up the clumps. Next, I'm going to make a volcano right there. Kind of tap off the extra, and now we'll add the medium, which is this watercolor medium. It's water, vegetable glycerin. I use guar as my binder in it, and clove oil to help keep it from molding. It's like scratched with sandpaper. So they actually send a grit that you're supposed to use on it. I didn't realize that when I got it, and so I just started using mine. And from using it so much, it got scratched. But you're supposed to, like, with your muller, Karen, you would hate this. Like, it would be like your nightmare day. Go over it. So yeah, it's they do not come pre-scratched. Now we combine the pigment and the medium. And typically, ochres come from rocks. Earth pigments come from dirt. So for the naming conventions, so you can kind of understand. This is looking pretty close to what I expected. I've chopped a lot of powder, just not a thing. Yeah. There's when I'm doing white, I feel like I have to say out loud, this is not an illicit substance. This is pigment. This is like, I don't want to get flagged by YouTube for something silly like that. You know, like them thinking, oh, you're promoting drug use. It's like, no, I'm making paint. But Dylan, I get that. Okay, this one, I'm not surprised by the way this is acting. It's probably gonna take two mulls, but it'll come together. You just one of those where you trust the process. Starting off, as you can see, it's a little separated, but it will come together. Hey, Marla, welcome in. Hope you're having a day, having a good day. I was like having a day off. I was like, it's a Tuesday. Most people are off on Tuesdays. But if you are, I hope it's a wonderful day too. I'm making the paint. This is a Blue Ridge yellow ochre. Having lots of fun getting to see what shade this will end up being. This is my first time making this color. So its pigment is sourced pretty close to me. Um, oh, guys, I may be doing for what for my channel would be a travel video in which we're going to go out to source and find paint rocks. That's not too far from where I live. And so I'm really curious if Chubbs and I can go and find paint rocks. So we don't have a date or anything figured out, but I will document that process. I'm off only because I'm sick. So hope you're that's not a fun day. Hope you get feeling better. It's much better to be off when you're feeling good than off because you're sick. This looks like a chunky mess right now. It's starting to come together, but yeah, it's like, Hope you found some good lives though out there today. Thanks. I'm really enjoying watching you make face. I'm invested. Got to see what the colors look like, and we are going to swatch. Like the one these I don't have swatches yet. The other day, somebody from a color pencil line that I really like, Grisai, popped in and we were having fun trying to guess what pencil from their stuff would match color-wise the best. And so that was a fun little addition. Oh, I've been playing some, we had to go find some new lo music. I didn't realize that one was so short. Here we go. Royalty free. That's only an hour. John Carpenter style. I don't want. I was doing synthwave today, guys. Kind of super. I could see that, Karen. Just looking for royalty free. I was like feeling like synthwave, but like all of them were like at just an hour. As we totally go weird here. 80s nightclub. Let me try that. This may be a little darker. I was wanting peppy, but yeah. Hi, you're welcome in. So, but yeah. Anyway, mix and paint here. We're back over. So my music is going. Sorry, I'm trying to get things out of frame that are just like extra bits for you guys. So the frame is what it like the most interesting part here. There we go. And so I can see chat pretty easily too. Anyway. Well, this one may take 3 moles. The way I'm looking at it, the way it's behaving. I will say it looks like a yellow ochre. Really similar kind of to Mars yellow right now. It's a little more vivid yellow for you guys. I'm seeing how the phone's picking it up. My phone cam. Okay, let's scrape her in and we'll take it back out again. Can I get this all coming together? And how do you, I know this is a question I get regularly. How do I know when it's done? When it's not chunky. Nobody wants chunky paint. And this is still really chunky. Look at this on the side of my molar. Whoa. Whoa. Hey. We're to 17 lakes already. Super cool, you guys. I need to be really thin. Yeah. Not super thin. Like it should like it shouldn't be really thick, I think is the better. Like I don't want it to be watery, but like I don't want it like this. Like it shouldn't be able to stand up on its own. But yeah, you don't want it watery at the same time. You don't want it to be like, yeah, that thin. Trying to think what would be like the right kind of like ranch dressing. But no, that can come in different things. I'm trying to think like what would be the right. Yeah. Not like thick ranch dip, like like a thinner ranch dressing. Not Italian dressing. Kind of like homemade ranch, yeah. Like you don't want like the ones that don't have like all the extra emulsifiers in there. Which, guys, paint like the binder in paint is the same idea. It's an emulsifier, like what you find in food. So like gum arabic, guar gum, those types of things. I mean, you could probably make it with xanthan gum if you wanted. The idea is I'm creating a suspension here where the pigment molecules are suspended in a liquid medium that is homogenized enough, so meaning like the same all the way through, that when it's dried and then re-wetted, it comes back to the same kind of consistency and evenness. It's just you don't want to eat this. It would taste so bad. I have not eaten any of it. I do not want to. Gotcha. What am I doing, Marla? I am making watercolor paint. This is Blue Ridge Yellow Ochre. So I'm comparing it right now to food items. Can you tell I didn't eat lunch? Yeah, thick but pourable. Yeah, I don't need to use a squeeze bottle to make it go blork. Like that's always the noise I think, like with like thick things. It goes blork. So, yep. This is watercolor paint. I sell it dry, so this will undergo a drying process. Once I get it into its appropriate containers. Which I'm just realizing I need to get a drying rack over here for this. That makes complete sense. Like Texas Pete. Yes. It's ridiculous. We're gonna come up with so many food analogies here. Oh, I didn't eat lunch, and now I'm like, mainly because I eat breakfast a hair late, and so I'm not hungry before stream. But by the time stream ends, I'm like, I am so hungry, and I don't even remember what's for dinner tonight. I have to look at my page. I plan. We go through and do like Shrubs and I'll do meal planning on Mondays, so that we know what we're having each night. So I'm not like, what's for dinner tonight every night of the week. I bet you tonight is taco bowls, and taco will be really good. I'm looking forward to taco bowls. Now I'm starving. Yeah, I'll give a surprise the air fryer. That sounds good. Like my go-to warm lunch of choice is just a baked potato, but I just microwave the potatoes. Yeah. Now I want tacos. We're not so our taco bowls are not going to be like anything super fancy. It's going to be just like meat, cheese, cilantro, rice. But I like a good taco bowl. Why does my forearm look like the underarm of your bicep? I don't know. No idea. Yeah. Basically, the taco ingredients just not the shell or the wrapper. Yeah. We'll serve it on rice. Make some cilantro lime rice. Mull the paint. It's starting to come together really well. That sounds awesome. Do I make them into little balls like the tacos or the paint? No, we just serve them in a bowl as a giant mess. Yeah, we'll just have them in a bowl. So I bet, yeah, I'm spiraling. No, it's late. You're not feeling good. It's not that it's late. Um, we're talking about all kinds of food, yummy, yummy food. 19 likes. That's super cool of all you guys out there. Thank you for hopping in and joining me while I make my paint today. For those just getting in here, this is Blue Ridge Yellow Ochre. So my first like true yellow ochre, like I've had yellow ochre light, I've had a dark ochre, lemon ochre. This is true yellow ochre. Paint looks great. Yeah. You can see the difference in the consistency as it's really come like it's not nearly as chunky. I'm going to do one more mull and just to find out if the little bit of separating that I see right here is just the chemical properties of this pigment or if it needs just a little bit more to stay and not separate like that. So but it is looking so good and smooth now. Quite different than the last little scrape in that I did. It's not school bus yellow. You guys see it a little more yellow. It's a little more orangey yellow. I'm gonna warm up my coffee here before the next round. He says the coffee pot is literally next to me. Okay. Here we go. One more mull. One more. Da, 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 da. Do our little Les Mis impersonation with that. If you're enjoying, make sure that you double tap or hit the like button. I know that you can double tap on a phone, Cannot double tap on the iPad or tablets. Gotta hit that like button there. But it greatly does help out the stream. Like it like helps a ton. Um, I love how this is coming together. It's a good color. Nice and bright. For you guys, I think it does look a lot like mustard. Oh, a little chunky. It's coming. I wonder if we'll need a fourth because it's not air bubbles. So you guys probably aren't seeing it, but I can see in the little bits here where it pulls that there's still little chunks. We don't want that. Nobody wants chunky paint. Just get these edges in. I'm watching it. It's like, go the other way here for a little bit. That be in the top. Almost there. We may not need to do another one. I'm not seeing any more. I think I got those. We're little outliers. Okay. Yonia's back. Welcome back, Yonia. Hope you're having a great day. Okay. Let's bring this in and that's time. Okay, we got to do a couple of things we got to do. Number one, we got to make our swatch. So let's swatch this up. Oh, that coverage, like feeling how smooth that is really satisfying, guys. Okay, that felt really good. So there's our little paint swatch. I'm gonna set it over here, let it dry. Check back on that guy in a second. Next, I have to make 4 half pans. One for me, and then 3 for everybody else. Let's go ahead and scrape her in. Thought I got this far enough away. I did not. I said it. Don't. Ugh. Thank you, Yonia. That's really kind of you to make a drawing. I look forward to seeing it. I got paint all over. I just wasted paint, guys. I hate wasting paint. Okay, clean off the molar. Okay, kind of combine that a little bit. There we go. Now, you don't fill your half pans all the way up right now. You fill them a little bit, and then you come back later and you fill them a little bit more. That's the secret. Still making that? Okay, good. Okay, I was like looking, I was like, double check. Did I miss any chat? I was focused for a moment as I was throwing my palette knife around. So I'm gonna kind of smooth it out in here. There we go. There we are. Okay, and those will settle down. Set them up here. And here's our little swatch. It's had a moment to dry. Normally dries a teeny bit lighter. That's normal. May finish it tomorrow. Oh, that's exciting. Looking forward to it. We were focused with you. I was like, let's get this in the bottle. This is a hair thick. I didn't think it would end up this thick. There are times when I'm packaging that I add a little bit of water because the water will evaporate out to help it flow. Like, customer's not going to get the water. By the time it's done, that water has evaporated. There we go. It's not much. It was mid-draw. My iPad just died. Oh no. Ah, no. I get that feeling. I get that feeling completely. So, what some of you guys have never had to experience is a world before autosave, where you had to manually save for everything. Okay, sync time, guys. We're gonna clean this up. Then we'll do another color. You guys feel like we're doing one of the red? We've done red, we've done red. Hey, we've done one of each color. We have one of each left. So yellow, red, or brown. That's your vote. We'll vote in chat while I'm cleaning. Yellow, red, or brown. What do you feel like seeing next? Okay, let's see. What's everybody voting? We've got red. Oh my, Yoni is really on red. Okay. Repeat your order. Sync time. I'm playing Roblox. Okay, have fun playing Roblox. Yeah. Your order, brown, red, yellow. So they're red. I'll show you guys the red. This is the red. Thanks you. Right here. This is the yellow. And this is the brown. The brown is a really red brown. So we can do red next. I am not particular. I'm okay if you have strong feelings in what's red. That is okay. We can do red next. Okay, stretch for a second. We gotta do, we'll go ahead and write this guy out. Ridge, burnt sienna. $12A. Okay, Angela, good with the red. So this is gonna be a brown red, okay? Right here. This is not gonna magically turn bright red. Just to let everybody know what to expect. Do not expect like primary red. Okay, stretch. Let's get the bottle over here. That ready. Get the label on. We're doing burnt sienna right here, and it is the watercolor. like terracotta. That's a good. There we go. Burnt sienna here. Go ahead and grab my 4 little guys here out of my. I have to make more half pans. I just did a giant batch of all of the 6-pan palettes. 2 more to 25. 2 more. We're so close. So close. So let me go over here real quick. I'm going to grab something and kind of go over. Again, the Discord, guys, go to the Discord. I got it in the pinned comment. It's also in the description if you need to copy paste. I'm going to be shipping these out to people to test to see how they handle in shipping. Now, these are the ones where, as you see, like this guy, I had a little blork there that went off. Everybody else looks really good. Some of them, the mistakes aren't quite as noticeable. This guy, like right here, the chromium monoxide had a little bit of an accident. But you guys could get these paints. So with the tough part. So they will be shipping for, like, this is your chance to get them for free, guys. These are on me to do the test. You just have to, like, let me know how they arrive. Because that's the whole point of the test, is to, like, make sure that, like, for shipping, they're going to be okay. I have more coffee and the paint. Making the paint. And sometimes they look exactly the same as they do, and other times we get a little bit of a surprise. So I'm curious if this will be a surprise or if it'll be like, it's exactly what I expected. So we'll see here in just a second how this one exactly turns out. Drying all my bit here so we can get ready. Muller is dry. My things are dry and ready now. Let's get this next color on the road. Okay. One. Two, right there. Okay, pick up any chunks. The fewer the chunks, the easier the mull. And we'll make our volcano. And time to add the medium. Oh, this has gotten messy. There we go. Let her drip. You guys wanna, we can zoom in on the drip. I know the drips are kind of satisfying. There we go. Give it a okay, there we go. This is Blue Ridge burnt sienna. This is my first time doing a burnt sienna of any kind right here. So this is a new one. I don't know if this is going to be thirsty or like what how this pigment's going to really behave. This is going to be a fun one to test and get to find out. Let's see. Let's see what this guy ends up looking like. Kind of have a feeling this one's going to be a little thirsty. It's acting like it. Mm, maybe not. Now it just magically, as I say that, decides to like jump together like, hey, no, we're behaving. We're behaving. Don't label us as thirsty. Has a little bit of a smell. It's kind of warm. It's not my clove oil. It's kind of a warm smell, similar, but it's maybe like a little bit of camphor. That was interesting. New smell. New smell unlocked, guys. Let's see how it mulls. Oh, look at that right there. See that color? I like this guy. It's similar. So it's an orangey or red version to me of the violet hematite. Like the way this looks, this is lovely. It's darker than like the Venetian red, I think, by the time it all comes together. Oh, I'm liking this guy. This is a good one. This is a good color. New color unlocked, guys. Love, this is a great color. 10 out of 10 would recommend. There's the smell. Yeah. Oh, that's such an it's a very interesting smell. I would say a little bit of like camphor. I still smell my clove oil, which is in the medium. It's a very warm smell. I wouldn't describe it as necessarily earthy, which I would think it would be earthy. That's why it's kind of strange that it's not earthy. I'm in your ear. Hi, shrubs. Um, this is the Blue Ridge burnt sienna right here that we're doing right now, shrubs. So, an interesting color. The saying that it has a smell. It actually like camphor is the what I can describe it best as. It's really kind of warm, but not like it's not a necessarily earthy smell, which I would have thought earthy would have been like normal, like okay, like yeah, kind of dirt. So doing just straight watercolors right now. Sounds really nice and opaque. The like these, they are very light fast. So they hold their color. They're not super fugitive. Just joining us making watercolor right now. I am this process. The process I'm doing right now is called mulling. So it kind of smushes the pigment particles in the binder in the medium together to make paint. Hi, Andy and Majesty. Welcome in. Hope you're having a wonderful day where you are. We got a couple of clouds in the sky because I look out and it's like it's really sunny and then it's a little cloudy here. But just temp is warm, nice, like you want to be outside kind of day. I hear birds singing. Just a reminder, we get to 50 likes with the stream. We get to go outside and touch grass with Lottie. So, and for those of you new to the stream, Lottie is our 8-pound toy poodle who loves to run in our yard. And the yard was freshly mowed today. So this guy mold really well. Like you can see, it came together pretty fast. The other one was a little more needy. This one is I'm looking, I'm like, oh, pretty good and together. We may get to see this one here in just a second for what it looks like on paper, the big reveal. The big paint reveal. No, it wasn't as chunky at the beginning, Karen. It was a lot smoother. For me, it's a great pigment that is lovely to work with to make the paint as it is to paint with. Got a little bit of clumps right here to work out. What? It's feeling pretty good. I'm checking the edges. But yeah, that came together really, really, really well. Surprisingly so. I will take it. Okay. You guys ready to see what it's going to look like on paper? Grabbing my little swatch. Okay, it's easier if I paint this way on the paper. Okay, so look how, oh, wow. That is, okay, let it dry up here for a second. And let's go ahead and scrape her in. And we'll fill the half pans. Hopefully I will be able to get this better than I did the last color. The last color, for some reason, my palette knife work here was not at the top of its game. There we go. Let's clean off the muller. There we go. Filling 4, 1 for me, 3 to sell. And don't want to fill the half pan all the way up because this does shrink as it dries. So you just fill it a little bit at a time. It's funny doing this with the palette knife. I normally do this with like a straight pen. Get it into the corners so it doesn't go up on the sides as much. There we go. Okay, there we are. There are 4 half pans put together. Now to get this into the bottle. Oh, ugh. I'm making a mess, guys. Clean that off. I do not want to make a mess. I just am making messes today. Thank you for the hearts. That was just me trying to pick it up to tap it down. Let's get it in a little bit closer. You guys can see it a little better. Hey, Lexi, welcome in. Hope you're having a wonderful day. This is Blue Ridge Burnt Sienna watercolor. Getting it in my little bottle so I can keep filling half pans. There we go. Put the cap on. There's another color done and dusted. Now it's time for sync time. Cut off my fingers so I don't end up spreading it more than I want. Yeah, we definitely have more clouds outside now. You can see them out the window. Okay, let's clean time. Okay, and clean this off. Right here, I really see a lot of the orange in it. Like the really interesting dirt color coming through, which I love. Like it's such a neat shade. And I've talked about this before that a lot of times with these, the natural pigments, you end up getting a depth in the color that you don't get a lot of times in synthetic pigments. And I really, really, really like that. I'm fine. Yeah, no worries. No worries. Karen, we'll see you when you get back. We're not going anywhere. Oh, I've got to wash. I am going to have a messy counter to wash. I've got to wash the spoon here real quick. There we go. Done, dusted. Okay, I think we'll do the other yellow and we'll finish with the brown. We started with the brown, we'll end with the brown today. So we'll do the raw sienna next. It is technically a yellow because it is a PY 43. I have a feeling it'll be in that definitely ochre shade of yellow where it's a little more brown. So it's not what you would think of when you're like thinking yellow, yellow. So I think that will be a fun one to do right now. Next, I have a feeling this will be a lot. It looks like it's going to be fairly close to like Italian dark ochre, which looks like this right here. It's going to be pretty close, I think. We'll have to see once we get it out and done. But yeah, that it'll be the next color here in just a minute. I am just, I can't believe I like being messy right now on everything. Look at how much pigment was still on the spoon right there. Look at that. I'm just making all kinds of messes today. I got the medium all over my measuring spoon too. It's like, ugh. I put to pick it up like, ew. It's all gloopy. Okay, so that guy is done. So let's go ahead and let's dry things off and we'll get to the next color. I've actually got a little bit of pigment here. I'm gonna get that off. Then we're gonna do the next color. I love how I never set this back in the same spot. So I'm always having to like rework exactly how I'm going to set everything every single time. Oh, plug in the phone. Just the battery. My battery is almost, I'm glad I looked. Bring in the phone cord. I'm on red. Fortunately, it's an easy to fix. There we go. We are plugged in. We are charging. We were down to 14%. That wasn't flirting too much with the danger zone, but more than I would like, for sure. Okay. Muller. Got this. We are good. We are ready. Okay, now let's look and see. Looks like the others. The other pigments. No surprises in here. There's one and two. Okay, there is that. I'm gonna break up the clumps a little. Make the volcano. Volcano made. Try to dust all that off there. Now we'll add the medium. Most ones in these shades don't come out super thirsty, so I'm assuming this guy's not. Should be a straightforward 1-to-1 ratio here of medium to pigment. There we go. Just satisfying drip here for a minute, guys. And we had 25 likes. Super cool. You guys are awesome. Okay, and then we'll mix. Okay, here we go. I have a feeling this is going to end up a whole lot like that. It's not, I don't think it's going to be quite, I think the other one's going to be a little more orange. The Italian dark ochre for this guy. Okay. Zoom out now. Mull this together. Oh yeah, this is mulling easy. Another good one. Lots of coverage, good color. Mulls easy. Like you can see, it's fairly opaque. It's funny how much you can see on the plate, like when you're making it. A lot of the properties immediately. Comes together. Get rid of the chunks. I'm trying to be a chunky boy now. Mix, 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 mix. Mix in the paint. No, I am not. This is actually this is watercolor paint that I am making right here. And this is Blue Ridge Raw Sienna that we are mixing right here. So that is not what this is. That would be a really weird channel, and this is not a weird channel. It's making paint. This will become watercolor paint. So I'm mulling right now. This is what this is. If you had watched the stream, you would have seen. Calendra, I've documented every step. So adding the medium right here. This is my watercolor medium. The dry pigment right here. Yep. So this is actually the 5th paint we've made today. Pigment. Similar to Italian dark ochre. So we have one more to do. It'll be another brown. It's burnt umber right here, but it's got a red tint to it. See? Burnt umber right there. So Yellow paint. It is technically yellow. It's fun. I like seeing sometimes what they get classified as because I wouldn't have thought this is as a yellow, but it's classified as a yellow. Uh-oh, something's up. We gotta Something's up with my son. Hold on, real quick. Yeah, I've got it, Shrubs. Okay, I see. um, yeah, what do you call the color? Would you classify it as a brown or a yellow? If you had to do classification, it's fairly close on the screen. It's a little more orange. Yeah, Jim Deckard. It is a good color. It's just what, like, when you're trying to think of classifying color, I will say it's a little brighter. It's leaning a little more bright orange on the screen. So you're probably seeing it a little more that way than it is here. But because I mean, I guess it could go orange. You could put it in orange too. Because it's PY. It is a yellow. Okay. There we go. Coming together great. I guess this one would take more mulling work than it is. So we're actually getting really smooth. This isn't a yellow ochre. We did a yellow ochre. Um, we did the Blue Ridge yellow ochre right here. It came out really yellow. Um, kind of put a side by side right here. The yellow ochre right there. Yeah, this is considered raw sienna. So, but I'm doing, these are all Blue Ridge pigments from the Blue Ridge Mountains. So if you want to put on your Fleet Foxes right now, the Blue Ridge Mountains over in Tennessee. Yeah, I feel like this is an interesting raw sienna. I do feel like I'm going to see if I've got another one real quick to grab that's close by. I'll get it in a minute and we'll kind of compare raw siennas. So I'm going to go ahead and scrape in and then we'll go ahead and give this a swatch. Oh, I didn't write my color on my swatch yet too. We got to do that. So guys, we got to kind of think about what we're going to do on Thursday. Thursday is a big day. Thursday will be 10 years on YouTube. Yeah, Bob Ross color. I could get that. Yeah. Um, but yeah, so I've got to figure out what I'm going to do for that right now. I have nothing planned. I don't have a short. I don't have anything. Like I am woefully underprepared for this. 29th is a big day. April 29th. So, okay, this is Blue Ridge Raw Sienna. It's your birthday. Well, I hope you have a wonderful birthday. Oh, whoa. That that's really funny. It came out like way darker than I was thinking here. I don't know why I was expecting this to be a little lighter. I mean, I'm looking at it right here. Yeah, there it is. I'm going to set it over here. Let's move this guy up here now. The uh, burnt sienna is actually really close, I think, than I thought. So this is good. Watercolor. We're doing watercolor today. Okay, I need to do 4 of these. Now go get the bottle. Sienna watercolor. Get the right label. Label acquired. There we go. I'm a little crooked. It's okay. It is pretty opaque. I think so. I know. It's kind of surprising. Sometimes these natural ones, though, do come out that way just by the nature of what they are. 1, 2, and 4. Oh, it was off camera. Ah, there we are. You guys can see him now. Sorry, I didn't realize I was off camera, guys. I try to stay in frame as much as possible. There's 1. Spread it out now. There we go. No, this one is what we find out as we work with it's different pigments end up a little different. Some are more opaque than others, just by nature. And this is the first time using this pigment, this specific pigment. So we're learning what this one is like. So Doodle Star. So no, don't worry. Nothing, there's no weirdness going on. It's just a lot of times watercolor tends to be a little more translucent than gouache. I don't really paint a lot. Yeah, I use marker. I am getting better acquainted with painting. I'm definitely more of a color pencil expert, but I'm enjoying it. I've enjoyed the journey. And what it comes down to is this is where you start to make your all your paint supplies. So from here, you add a couple of things and you've got a crayon, or it's an interesting world how it all comes together. So there we are, Blue Ridge, raw sienna, right there. Another one done. That means we only have burnt umber left. So it is time for sink time. We are going to rotate over to the sink. Good news is the phone is back into the green. We are no longer in the red. We were flirting that danger zone a little bit. There we go, trying to get set up. There we go, with a good, decent frame, guys. Let's get them. It's getting hot. Go first, see? Need the brush. And there we go. One more color done and dusted. Dry my hands. 2 more legs to 30. Whoa. Okay. Blue Ridge Raw Umber is next. Drying. Getting ready for the next color. Our last one for the day, guys. It's going to be the last one. So if you're having trouble, now's your chance. Plug the phone back in. Let's get a bottle of air dry. You're such a good girl. Lottie's here hanging out with me. Hi, Precious. Let's say hi to everybody. Say hi to everybody, Lottie. I'm trying to get her to like look at you guys. There she is. There's my girl. Oh, giving me kisses. You're a good puppy. She's such a good girl. She's a good girl. Let's give her the scratches. She loves a good scratch. She loves a good pet. There we go. Give her a little cuddle. Mm-hmm. Okay, Blue Ridge Burnt Umber. Get the label here. There we go. Labeled and ready. I'll go ahead and write this guy. Blue Ridge Burnt Umber. There we go. We'll have that ready. Okay, here we go. We're going to be doing 2 teaspoons. That's what we've been doing all day. For these 2 teaspoons of pigment, 2 teaspoons of medium. Now, these guys, these ones that are in the brown family, tend to be a little thirstier. So I have a feeling this is going to need a little extra. Hey, Maria, welcome in. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Glad you're here. What color is this? This is a new one, Blue Ridge Burnt Umber. I just got this whole set in yesterday. Yeah, I got here yesterday. So new colors. Lots of new colors. Okay, let's make our volcano. Yeah, I hope you're having a wonderful day where you are. It's mostly sunny here. Leaves have like are fully out. Like it's kind of neat now. Like I can't see the azaleas anymore like I was able to last week. So it's funny, just the difference a couple of days made. 3 days not standing in my kitchen island looking out, and that's like, oh. Hi, precious. Almost okay. I'm trying to get this last drop. Oh, wait a minute. I probably should have put a teeny bit extra. I have a feeling. Just based on working with these types of shades before, this is where this one's going to end. There we go. Okay. Yep, I was right. It needed that little extra. It might have even used a teeny bit more. I think it's going to be okay. Actually, I'm going to add a teeny bit more. kind of tell right here. Go ahead and add that in. There we go. Got really dark. I did not expect this color to go. We're back. I think it froze up, guys. It froze up, but we're back. We're back. Welcome in, everyone. As I came back, I got frozen for a moment. No longer frozen. Mixing paint. This is Blue Ridge Burnt Umber. Working on right now. It's a slightly more red brown. Okay, it has the smell too. That's interesting. These red ones, maybe it's the smell of the burnt coming through that gives it that smell, that same camphor smell that I was smelling earlier. So super interesting to me, something new. So I hope everybody's having a wonderful day where you are. We may have some storms this week if they actually make it over here. I love a good thunderstorm. I don't need them to be strong, but you got a little rumble of thunder, cozy rain. I wouldn't mind that. Good day to curl up with a book. Anybody else craving chocolate pudding? You're welcome, Inger's Eye. I've got to respond to your email. I'm realizing that. This is a lovely burnt umber. It's from the Blue Ridge Mountains. So a little closer to your neck of the woods. All of a sudden, I'm going to tell a sandwich. Ooh, also good choice. We've been comparing everything to food today. We went through a whole the proper viscosity of paint. What condiment does it most closely relate to? Someone just brought me part of a gluten-free eclair. Okay, shrubs, we need to know if it's any good. Or is it just disappointment? Just a and breathe. No worries. So satisfying. Glad you're here. This is the last color for the day, so I'm almost done. I typically do 6 a stream. It was super tasty. Glad it was tasty. Like that's one of those shrubs. That's one of those things that could either be great or disappointing. I don't think most of them fall in the middle range on that. It is for my shoulder. Most people think it's an arm workout, but the arm really is not doing much. Wrist doesn't really do much. It's just kind of wet rest, but my shoulder feels it. And when I'm not streaming, I do try to switch to my left hand some. But I can't switch hands while streaming. I'm not nearly like here, I'll try to do left for a minute. I'm not nearly as look, okay. Like see it? I'm not nearly as smooth with my left. So but especially on days where I have to do a ton. I'm getting ready for market. So guess I could try to do it with the shoulder still and do the arm more. That's I'm trying to do it just arm, not shoulder. That feels weird. Yeah. Our oldest has his care package. Okay, finishing up for the day. This one's coming together pretty easily. Yeah, the yellow ochre was I think I have to say that was the most difficult one out of this whole new set today. But I am excited for this palette. It's all going to be the Blue Ridge, 6 Blue Ridge colors together. So my Blue Ridge Mountain palette. Okay, almost done. I think I want to scrape this in once just to really get this one. The last couple came together really easy. This guy did a little more work. Okay, here we go. Next one. One more time around. There we go. This is looking great. This is, oh, so smooth. So silky smooth. Something, oh yeah. Um, there are several that are hard. I joke about Prussian blue. Prussian blue is probably the hardest to mull and just takes a ton of time. Some come together really, really fast. It's because all of them to make the color have different chemical properties, so they behave differently. It's not like pigment is one thing, just with different colors. It is actually different chemical compounds that are being combined, and so they behave differently. Um, like alizarin crimson's also a little difficult. Uh, when you see that one, it's one of the ones that's truly hydrophobic, and the way it combines is nuts to watch that one. And it's not that the ending paint, hey, it is me. Hope you're having a wonderful day. It's not that the ending paint is difficult to work with because it does end up creating a great paint. It's just the mulling process is a little more involved. Okay, this has got this guy done. I'm kind of curious what this one's going to look like on paper. Let's see. I didn't bring a brush over, did I? Where's my brush? It's not in the sink. Oh, it is. It just fell down low where I couldn't see it. It's like I didn't see it when I looked over there. Let's see what this guy looks like. Here's ready. It's easier when we go with the grain of the paper. There we go. See, when you go with the grain, it goes on really nice. When you go against the grain, a little more difficult. See, well, yeah. I forgot. No worries. I'm here. What stinker? Lottie she's ready to go outside. So I think we'll be doing that after stream. Okay, so there is the color. Let's get the half pans here. Okay, good. It's like it's got a little flick of something. I was like trying to figure it out. I was like, it looked like a red dot. Needs 10 more likes. Yeah, 19 more likes. Everybody here, quick, like so Lottie can go outside. I'll scoot that down just a little bit so you guys can see better. Yeah, she gets those likes. I get to go outside and touch grass with her. It's exciting. Okay, there is that. Now we'll bring these guys up here so you can see a little bit better. Let's fill the half pins. Well, we're not going to fill them. You only put a little bit in each one. And then you come back and top off, and you keep coming back and topping off. That is how you fill a half pan. There we go. Gotta spread her out. There's one. Two. Three. And four. And it's three to sell, one for me. There we are. Put them up there now, and we will fill the bottle. Come on. There we go. Who's all just wanting to hang out up at the top. There we go. Blue Ridge Burnt Umber. Done and dusted. Now it's time to go over for sink time. Sink time. A little bit of sink time. Say hi to Lottie. Hi, Precious. Hi, Lottie Lou. She just looks at you like, hello? Hello? I need to be the center of attention all the time. Always be careful when cleaning your palette knife. It is not fun to accidentally slice your finger with one. I need a clean brush. And blah, 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 blah. There we go. All clean. Wash my hands. There we go. Done. Let's go look at the colors. Let's go look at the colors that we did today. Right here. There's the new ones. These weren't done at all before. We also did one of my favorites, which is the violet hematite. And then we've got raw umber right here. The water sounds get cut by the phone. Yeah, you don't hear the sound of the water. Probably a funny thing to get to see too. Okay, there we are. Today's paints. Lottie, you want to say bye? You want to say bye to everybody? Let's see here. So, shout out to the top fans today who came and hung out with us. We got shrubs. We got Karen, Maria. Um, oh gosh, Elistia. I'm trying to remember. Estelia. Um, it just says user, so I don't have like a clue right there. But she was here earlier. Addictive Red, Ionia, Dylan, Marla, Lexi, Apre, Grisai, Angela, KBA, Kentucky Bluegrass Living, Sky, Jim, Engineer, Marie, Doodle, Kalindra, Majesty, Inso, Bangin' Empire, Misbehaving, and Andy. Thank you guys for coming by. Super fun to get to hang out with you. I am going to call it a break right now. I am starving because I didn't eat lunch. So it's baked potato time for me. Lottie's going to go see what's going on in the front yard. Make sure there are no birds or squirrels. No birds or squirrels, right? Right, little miss? Anyway, you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.